from the Next Issue podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for The Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 5, Teleron Riod. We'll get into what that means. If you read the books, you already know kind of where this episode is probably going. Before I get into what actually happened in this episode, let's talk a little bit about the overall how I enjoy this one. Now, I will say, season the 3, Episode 4 remains like just my favorite of the whole, probably the whole series. It was so good, but this one does a really good job following on those threads, and then also expanding the story back out, right? Because after episode 3, we were really focused on just Rand and Moraine as they go into their quest. So now it's time to bring us back out of that, and I think this does it uses a very intriguing method, which has a lot to do with the dreams and Egwene. I love that Egwene's kind of put at the forefront of this episode. There's we follow up on all the other, the rest of the group, but also like Egwene being at the forefront. Like I really like her character. I really like the relationship that she has with Rand, but she's definitely going through a lot of hardships, and this episode definitely is also part of that. So let's get into the details of this one. We begin with Moraine practicing or using the orb that she got in the last episode, but she can feel how difficult it is to control. There's a lot of power there. I don't know exactly how this affects her channeling or how the orb itself, what it's really for, but just based on the location where it was and the fact that it's such an old item, as we found out last episode, it must be really powerful. So we do see Lan shows up to help her. They have this really, I really love their rapport. Like just they have such great rapport, especially trying to understand this new thing that they've kind of they're now a part of. So now we see them arrive in this kind of like city, still with the Aiel. They're gonna wait for the chiefs to gather to see if they will accept Brand as the Karnkar. Uh, they're still very worried and very interested in following the customs of these people. So that's very cool. Like I mentioned in this episode, Egwene kind of becomes the forefront. She joins the dream walkers, the wise ones. She joins them dream walking and learning how to control and harness that ability. So we'll definitely get more into that in a minute. Elida in the meanwhile at the tower meets with Emlyn to let her know that she's gonna call a vote. She wants to make sure that the tower calls that the tower goes after Rand. That's really her main objective. Now, we still don't know exactly if Elida's working with the Black Aja or like what her deal really is, or at least it hasn't been fully confirmed. But they do find the people in the tower realize there is one more Black Aja left, just based on the way that they were grouped and these hearts, um, and that they set up a trap for Elida because they believe she either knows or who it is, or she's definitely a suspect, very suspicious that after all the events that happened, she would want to stay in the tower, right? After Leandrin and the group of others left and caused all that damage. In the meanwhile, we still go back to the Two Rivers, where parents still trying to save the Coffins family. Um, which, man, that storyline really devolves. It's really sad. And parents just continue to try to do the right thing, but now they're trying to save them. So the wise ones in Egwene begin their dream training, and as they go into this dream, Egwene kind of she wanders off, if you will, in the dream world, and of course Lanfear shows up again, confronts her, almost kills her. So now at least the wise ones understand and know a little bit more as to, like, there's somebody, the one of these dark forces is after Egwene in the dreams. So the trap is sprung. Elida kind of follows that, and the fallout from that I think remains to fully be seen. But I like that the tower really has. They're not just hanging out. They're moving. They want to make sure that they can eliminate any threat internally before setting things off. We also check in with Elaine, Nynaeve, and Matt, who are on that ship. Nynaeve is seasick, which is pretty funny. Um, Also, Min is there, which we know that she kind of snuck into the boat with everyone. Nothing much happens here other than just we're following the. I think their episode is gonna come next week, because they are the ones that are following Leandrin and all the ones that left the tower, so they want to hunt them down. Um, we see that Valda, that white cloak, will finally begin questioning the coffins. I guess the mom, because somebody channeled in the tent. Now, obviously, the white cloaks. What they do is they anything that's magic, they destroy it. Um, Alana and Muskim will have a little argument of how to help parent the best. Alana's being very reckless because she's trying to unite the people of the two rivers. She's trying to kind of recruit them into this army for the last battle. So we do see that Muslim doesn't agree that they've had a big loss. This was this is the Aes Sedai that had two warders, and they were all kind of connected together, but we know one of them perished. In the meanwhile, Moraine catches up Lan about her visions in the rerun, I think it's called, about either she dies or Rand dies or like nothing gets done really. That's pretty tough because like Lan is there always to support Moraine, so I'm glad that she has that stability, somebody to rely on. I really enjoyed their relationship since the beginning of the show, all through their ups and downs. Um, we also see there's a big battle with the White Cloaks. That that never goes well, but there's a few surprises there, and then we see that Rand and Lanfear meet in the in Rand's dream. In the meanwhile, Moraine asks Egwene to help her deliver a message to Swain, the Emerald, because obviously she can't travel. I really like this idea of using dreams to deliver messages and visit and kind of check in on your people, which is exactly what Elaine does. She's kind of peeking at everyone's dreams, and you see kind of their fantasies, like what they hope, their dreams and aspirations, and your dreams usually, for the most part, unless you're having a nightmare, is pretty pleasant. So it's really nice because I feel like Ewan is the most empathetic of all of them, and she feels great that her friends are in a good place. Now, unfortunately, the last one she visits is Rand, and they go back to that hilltop where Rand, profess his feelings for Egwene, but she sees that Lanfear is there with him, and she recognizes that it is the person that's been trying to kill her. So, what does that mean? How is that going to play out? Will she confront Rand in the next episode? Yeah, very exciting stuff. Make sure to stay tuned after the show. They do the little inside. I don't know if they started from the beginning or they just started doing more recent episodes, but they do these inside the episodes with the showrunner and some of the characters that are. I mean, some of the actors that are in big part of the episode. So those are very very cool. So if you enjoyed this episode of the Wheel of Time, let me know down in the comments, or let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if I missed something. It's kind of hard to go through everything on this, but I try to highlight. I try to hit the highlights. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.